Today we take a look at Duke transfer Joey Baker. If you haven't yet, please share and subscribe to help grow the channel, and I hope you enjoy the video. Coming out of high school, Baker was originally in the 2019 recruiting class as a top 20 5-star recruit, but was convinced by Duke's coaching staff that he should reclassify to the 2018 class. Once reclassed, he was then pegged as a 4-star, rated 33rd overall, and the number 7 small forward in the country, turning down offers from Kansas, Florida, NC State, UCLA, Tennessee, Texas, and others. Was shown to be a good shooter and scorer as a prospect, but Baker has dealt with injuries throughout his tenure at Duke. He's coming off of hip surgery in April, but reports have been he'll be back and ready in time for the next basketball season. Today's video is powered by SeatGeek. Get $20 off any tickets sold using promo code AITRIGHT on the SeatGeek app or website. Joey Baker is a wing with some good size, about 6'7", 210 pounds. He stretches the floor, and that's his main job. He shot right around 40% from 3 in 2 of his last 3 years. In spot-up situations, he was rated in the 80th percentile nationally, and 96th percentile in non-dribble jump shots, which was ranked 131st in the country this past season. To compare, this was more efficient than someone like Keegan Murray from Iowa and sharpshooter Alfonso Plummer from Illinois. In transition, he finds his spots to fill on the wings or in a trail situation, has a good feel for spacing, understanding where to be on drives, knowing his teammates will find him in stride. He doesn't have a super quick release, and most of that is due to his set point, which is pretty close to the top of his forehead and not up and out like in most traditional shooting forms. Still, despite it being a bit slower, it's an efficient shot. Elbow is pointing towards the basket, his humerus is rotated up a bit, and you see his palm is facing more behind than straight up or slightly forward. This results in a little bit of a slower release, but at 6'7", with his ability to find his spots, he shouldn't have much issue getting his jumper off with the bigger shooting role. A lot of his ability next season is going to be based on his health and if he can carry more responsibility as a 3rd or 4th option. He's naturally a bigger wing, where his role would be best served as a 3 or even a 4-man in small ball situations. Last year, he showed flashes at Duke at countering his jump shot with some good takes to the basket. By no means is he an athletic freak or a high-flyer finisher by any means, but he's effective using players' momentum against them, beating off-balance defenders to the rim. Most of his shots will and should come from 3, but he's capable of putting the ball on the ground to keep the defense honest. Overall, Baker was in the 87th percentile in offensive efficiency and was productive in the time he was on the court. When you look at his per 40 minutes numbers, he was at 15 points and 4 rebounds per game. The rehabilitation from his hip surgery will play a big role in his effectiveness on defense, but there are ways to scheme and make sure he can hold his own on that end. It's going to come down to how many minutes he can sustain, because the potential is there to play a decent role. Baker's going to come in as a guy who wants to win, lead, and hit shots. He was a co-captain on a team that went to a Final Four, and in his last year of college, you know he wants to end on a good note.
Dan Dockage can't guard me.